Hello, my name is Collection Connoisseur. I collect digital thingamabobs and video games, and today I'm continuing my second room randomizer in Hollow Knight. So far in this room randomizer, I've been pretty unlucky, but we have done 33%. We managed to find the world sense, so we can see our percentage completion on the screen, which is kind of nothing, but we have it. So let's celebrate it. So first, I am going to zip over to where we started, and we're going to get... Whoops, that is definitely not what I intended to do. Let's go to the start, warp there. The first thing I'd like to do is go and get a collectible that I basically missed collecting the last two streams that I know about. And I noticed that I hadn't collected it in my footage. So let's go back there and collect that thing. That is going down here, then to the right in this room, and then bottom right in the next room. I have notes. Also, let's survive this room. There we go. So I'm going right in this room. And then bottom right here. Alright. Next we need to go down, which is somewhat easy to do, in a sense. It's easy to fall, I guess. But this is a dark room and we still don't have our lantern. It's just that it's pretty easy to get through this one because you just go down. Now, in this room, there is a collectible that I missed both previous times, so we're going to get it this time. It's right below us. And if I go over here, we can collect whatever it is. Let's hope it's something meaningful. Please be meaningful. It is a money egg, which unfortunately is not meaningful. However, I believe we can also go through another path. So this one we have to come at from the other direction, so we can't go there. But I think we might be able to get to the left here. Yeah. And this is a path that we haven't been in this room. And we can crash down here. Great. So this is new. We never did that before. Which means we are in a new place, and it's in the White Palace. Don't know exactly where in the White Palace. But it seems like we could probably go down. Oh, interesting. Alright, so we're at a dead end because this is an elevator. I think directly below us, yeah, we actually have that bench unlocked. We've been to that bench a different direction. So now we've just been to this room from a different place. So both of those didn't really bring us anything. So next, I think, let's do something difficult. And difficult is going to fight Markoth. This is difficult in two senses. One, fighting Markoth is going to be difficult because we don't have any movement abilities, not even the dash. So defeating Markoth is going to be somewhat of a challenge, but the other part of this is that getting to Markoth is kind of a long process. And I have my notes here telling me where to go, but still, it's not just right next to a bench or some place that we can warp to. So we went left here. Next we need to go down twice. And going down in this room requires going around and then down. Alright, down here, and then down some more. Hello Gwyff, welcome to the stream. Currently I am going after Markoth with my 0 movement abilities. Because I I had some trouble coming up with things that we hadn't done that I could do. So, going after Markoth. We have to go left, left in this room, and then left again. So we need to go left in this room again, and now we're almost there. You can see how Markoth is pretty far away from the bench, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't do this last time. He was far enough away from the bench that I didn't know exactly how to get to him until I wrote my notes giving me directions. Yep. No need to have Shade Cloak to get to Markoth this time, which means it's really expecting me to have abilities that I just do not have. So I believe Markoth is right next to this room. Alright, here we go. Let's fight Markoth. Just a reminder, and this is partially for myself, I do have the one upgrade on the nail, which does help, I think. I've got 2 spells. They're only the white version of the spell, but I've got the 2 spells, and I have exactly 0 movement abilities. So, let's see how well I can do that. Challenge the warrior dream. So in particular, getting to Markoth is going to be annoying. Just because he floats around a lot and we don't have any extra way to jump, really. Alright, well, that was kind of a doomed attempt right there to get at him. I am getting a couple hits on him every once in a while. It's just that this is not the hard part, right? The hard part is the next phase of the battle, where he's got 2 shields around him. Even though this part might be going just fine, the next part will be hard. Alright, let's heal up while we can, because really, there's going to be a lot harder time healing in the next part, where we can't put as many nail hits on, and we can't get our soul back. The big thing that is really helping me in this battle is that we have the Soul Eater charm. And the Soul Eater charm makes it so that I do actually have a fair amount of soul. I can use spells, and I can heal after only a couple nail hits. Alright, I got a couple hits on Markoth there. Let's get past this phase and then heal once. Heal once, and then I would like to hit him with a spell. There we go. Got him with a spell. And again, good. Got a hit in. He hit me too, but still. Got my hit in. Haha, got a hit in. Alright, let's see here. Oh, this is good. He's coming down to my angle. I did get hit a whole lot there, but I also hit him a few times. So I'm going to call that a victory. Oh, interesting. So I kind of knew, but I had a little bit forgotten that the Dream Warrior's health scales up with the nail upgrades, but I didn't really think of what that meant about using spells. Still, the nail upgrade helps in a lot of other situations. I could do another nail upgrade, and I haven't, partially because it costs a lot of money, and it has dubious benefit. Also, we just beat Markoth. There we go. Never have I been defeated in combat. I've defeated you several times, Markoth. Be quiet. Alright, what do we get? Steady body, and it costs 0. Sure. You know, it's fine. It's just not progression. So what do we do now? I guess we can try to go to the cliffs next. There was something there that I still haven't done. So let's see here. I just went left. Now I want to go left again. I mean, that's the only exit to this room, but still. And then from here, if I keep going left, I will make it to the cliffs. And the cliffs have at least something. At least something. I should not fall down there, though. I'm really hopeful, very hopeful, that my luck is going to turn around in this randomizer. It's been surprisingly unlucky so far, especially because I have split out. You know, I set the settings so that it split out the cloak, so the dash, the super dash, and the claw. And in a lot of senses that makes it harder. Oh, so we've been in this room before. We've gotten a lot of things in this room. I believe we've gotten everything in this room except for the essence tree. It's just that from this room we can go places that we haven't fully explored. So, unfortunately, there's a lot of checks in this room, but we already have checked them, as it were. I think this is nothing. Yeah, this is nothing for us. But having split out the claw, the cloak, and the super dash, although that should make it harder, it also should make it easier to find the first one of those. Technically. Technically, it should be easier to find the first one. And we have had essentially no luck. We have found none of them. Not even the first version of any of those. So we've already checked this. I think the only thing that's really helpful is going here and going to the right. Yes, so this room. I don't know that we've been many places from this room. So this is a good place to explore. For one, this is something. We need souls so that we can go through it, but can we go through that room without any dash or jump? I think we can. So that's a good room to go through. This room up here, this is one that we've been to, but I'm not sure if we fully explored it. And then have we been to the left up here? We haven't. Alright, this is a good place to start. Let's explore this room. I know we haven't because that collectible right there, I know I can get that. And of course this one right here, but I know we can get this. We just have to be very tricksy with this little mosquito dude. Kill that guy. And while we're at it, we might as well kill this one. Alright. Little mosquito dude, I really want you to be on this side when I go up. Come way over here. Alright, stay over there and go up with me. There we go. Got it. 200 essence. Actually pretty worthwhile, it's just not helping us currently. But actually pretty worthwhile. So we found a couple more things, it's just still no claw, no cloak, no wings, not even a simple key. How far can we get in this room? Not sure how far we can get, but there are several things we can do here. If we had the Grimchild, there's also another thing that we could do here. I think what I'm going to do is essentially sacrifice this go for this one check over here, which is a grub. And then we'll have to warp away, but come right back. So warp away, come back, and unfortunately, like before, it's kind of a trek to get back there. But still, we did get a couple things, a couple new things even, which is quite nice. Finding new things is kind of what you need to keep doing in randomizers. Eventually, if you keep finding new things, you'll find one of the things that actually matters. We need to go down in this room, which means going around. And then down in this room. And this is the same path that we used to get to Markoth, essentially. So, Markoth and those cliffs are pretty close to one another. So we've gone down, now we need to go left twice. It's just that we finished Markoth now. The cliffs still have stuff to do. Stuff to do next to them, anyway. I would like to find a bench. If we found a bench, then we could get back there so much more quickly. That would be nice. It'd be nice not to make this big trek every time we want to try something. So here we go to the right. And then... No. Here we go left. Left and then left. And we made it back to the cliffs after this. I am glad that we have the Sprint Master Charm. The Sprint Master Charm makes this a little bit faster. So the cliffs, as before, we have found everything, I believe, in the cliffs themselves. We just need to go down so that we can get into that one corridor right below me, right there, and down here to the right. Here we are. So, we went up left last time. We have gone up right, but I'm not sure that we've explored everywhere over here. And the other place that we can definitely go is down and to the right. I think I am going to keep going to the left here. So I'm going to try to exhaust one of these paths before going down the other. I am choosing one of the more difficult paths, I guess, but still. So, how far can we get? We should be able to make most of the jumps here. Yeah, we can make all the jumps here. How about that? There's normally something above, up there. It is a money egg this time. Still like to get it, but it's not as important. Will you help me get it? Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's helping. Come on. You know, if I had taken that damage, it might have actually been the way. Oh, he came down. Great. So, we got all of that geo. Next, there are a couple of things down. There's an exit down, and then there's also a couple of things that I believe are normally money eggs. Let's go towards the things that are normally money eggs. Alright, well, one of them is a soul refill, and the other is lore, which is useless to us. And now we have to warp away and come back. But we're making some progress, I guess, at least in collecting more things. And I'm happy to see that happen. So left and then left. And then we go down in this room. And then left in this room. You can see how finding a bench would be very nice. If I had jumped into the spikes, it would have warped me back up. Oh, that's good information to know. Thanks for that, even if it's far too late for me to actually do it. So I'm going down, and then down. I guess I should keep that in my mind to try. Like, if I'm in a place where I don't think I can get back up, I should always just jump into some spikes and see where the spikes bring me. Because sometimes they bring you not to where you were last standing. So I'll try to keep that in mind for the future, that if I'm in a place where I think I have to warp to get out, one of the possibilities is to fall into some spikes and see if they warp me to a place in the room that I can get somewhere from. All right. Left in this room. It's not just whether you typed it fast enough, it's also that there's latency in the stream, so no matter how quickly you type it, even then I might have warped away before I actually see it. We want to go left to get back to where we were. Left and left. And then we are going through the cliffs again to that one place in the cliffs that leads to what I like to call Mila's doorway. Hey, he hit me. Not fair. Alright, we are back to the room that I find interesting for us to go through. And as I said before, I'm going to keep moving to the left first. So to the upper left is... there's at least a pathway that we haven't gone yet. It's a pathway down, so it might be hard to get back, but we'll just go through that pathway again. It would be very nice to get the Dreamnail. If we had the Dreamnail, I would be spending... whoops. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess we can just hit the spikes, though. If we had the Dreamnail, I would be spending essence moving around. But we don't have the Dreamnail, so I can't do that. Even though I need to collect a ton of essence to get Monomon, I think it would be faster to spend some of that setting warp points. So, where does this go? It goes to somewhere in the deep nest. I recognize the room that we're in. It's the room where there's Zote somewhere, but I don't remember if there are any collectibles in this room that we can get currently. Were there any collectibles this way? I don't think so. So far I think we've gone through this room completely. There's a down path, and over to the left here, I think you need to come from above before you can get something. Yeah. This path breaks open if you come from above. But we didn't come from above, so we can only go down. Let's go down. All right. This is an interesting one. As before, we can't get back up. And I don't know how much we can do without movement abilities here, but we can explore a little bit. We cannot go up here. That would be too hopeful. I can see a money egg up there. It is possible for me to die over here and get back to where we are. So shade skips are possible, just extremely annoying. That was only Geo. We can't go up here, but I'll at least open it. Can we see what's up there? I don't know if there was anything normally up there. And then this way, we can go down, but if we go down, I think we're stuck. Let's explore this room more to the left before we do anything crazy like set up a shade skip or something like that. So above me, I think I might be able to get above. Yeah, because this doesn't require a larger jump. And it has several collectibles. 420 Geo. Alright. Still only Geo. And I collected all of it. 420. But it is a lot of Geo. This is also just Geo. Okay. And then what about this one? That one is a soul totem. Well, we got pretty unlucky there too. Nothing yet that's important to us. Let's go left in this room. There's still more to do in this room, but nothing that I can do with my current movement abilities, I believe. The distant village. We're at the bottom of the distant village, and we don't have swim. Even if we had swim, I don't think we could go anywhere here. So, this is a dead end. Let's see if I can set up a shade skip. So in order to set up a shade skip, I want to be close to where I want to go and die. And I just realized I think I killed all of the things that could kill me. Whoops. Okay, if we're not setting up a shade skip, I might as well fall down here. And find out again. Actually, I wonder if we could set up a shade skip for this part. Seems like a pretty difficult place to do a shade skip. But I at least can summon my shade down here. Let's see if we can do it. So I summon the shade. And let's see where it appears in the room, because where it appears in the room dictates whether we can actually use it for something. And go back to that room. I'm getting much better at falling through this room, by the way. My skills falling through this room are improving. It just goes to show you how many times I've done it. We need to go down in this room and then down in the next room. And I'm not very confident about that shade skip, but honestly, at this point, shade skips are probably the best way for me to make progress, for me to find new things. So I'm going to do the shade skips when I see them for the most part. This room we need to go left. Overall, I've been surprised at how difficult this randomizer has been. I believe that I've been unlucky. I don't know that I've been unlucky, but I believe that I've been unlucky. Left here. And then that should bring us to the White Palace. And then in the White Palace, we go down and right. Through this secret, which somebody told me about on the stream, because although I kind of know that it's there, this randomizer is the first time I've ever used that shortcut. Now, through this room again, this will bring us to the cliffs. And then in the cliffs, we're going kind of a medium right path. Fall, my knight. Fall gracefully. Don't want to fall too far. There we go. Made it to the correct one. And we go to the right. We set up our shade for a potential shade skip to the left. Through this room and through the next room. Going through this room is surprisingly easy with no movement abilities. Like, the point in the game at which you would find this room, I think you're expected to have quite a few movement abilities at this point, but you don't even need dash to get through this room, let alone the claw or anything else. Here we are. Oh, not quite. We're not quite in the room I'm hoping to be in. We need to go down once more. There we are. So, where is my shade? And can I keep you alive? For potential different shade skip, if we find out that this one doesn't work. Okay, there's my shade. Can I get it to follow me? Get out of that box. Follow me this way. Okay, can you follow me down here? I think... oh man. Thought that might happen. So the shade is too far away to go that way. However, he's like in the right place for this. Not that that brings us anywhere useful. Okay. Can't really go past this enemy with my shade following me. So I'm gonna have to kill this enemy. Okay, shade, come on. The shade appears to be at an invisible wall. Can you not go? Usually it just desyncs and floats to the right, but it appears to be stuck on an invisible wall. Weird. But using a shade skip here still seems like a possibility. It's just we would have to use it for this part, not the part I tried that time. And can't really die around here, so let's warp away and go a different path this time, because that one seems a lot more challenging and a lot more hopeful. So let's go a different path. I mean, the first part of this path is going to be exactly the same. We go here, we go down, and we go back to where the Howling Cliffs are. In this room we go left, which is going all the way down and then to the left. And then in this room we go down. These are another reason why it's kind of nice to have my Sprint Master, because I can run at the same speed as they run. Or as they burrow, I guess. So in this room we're going left. A little bit more safely than that. And we're going back to where the Howling Cliffs are. This time I'm not going to go through the Ancient Basin. I'm going to go another path. Another path where we haven't really explored much. But before we get there, we have to go through the Fog Canyon and the White Palace. It's a whole journey. Down here, I need to go to the left. And then to the left again, which is going past this. If we drop down there, I couldn't get back up, so I am very, very thoughtful about jumping over that small gap in this room. Don't want to get trapped. Now we need to find that middle path. Not this one. The next one. There we go. And to the right brings us to the room that we are focusing on right now. So I can go... Let me go bottom right this time. Bottom right, we can crash through that and essentially find another room. I'm going to do this trick. Oh, there are spikes on the side. There's nothing but a fall. Alright. How far can we get without having dash in here? That's the real question. Oh, or we don't have a claw either. We might be trapped. Yeah, we might be trapped. Can we bounce off of these? We can bounce off of these, but what does that do for me? I can go up, but once I get there, that doesn't help me. Can we get you two to help me up? Doesn't look like it. Okay, this path is a bust, unfortunately. We need to come back when we have a claw, or, you know, one of the many things that I'm looking for right now. There's one more path from that room, though, that we can still go. So let's go all the way back to the room that we're focusing on. That is going here, going down and to the left. I am trying to focus on a room because really focusing on a room should help a lot in making progress. But I do have a couple more ideas, only a couple though. That's one of the problems. I don't have a bunch of ideas for how we're going to make progress in this particular randomizer. Just hoping to find something. So we're going left in this room. And then after we go left in this room, I think we'll go down. No, left again and then down. Going to the White Palace. I have a few things that I did last time, which I can do again and get to rooms that I can explore more, but the path to those rooms last time involved a very tricky shade skip, and so I'm trying to avoid that. Trying to avoid that by checking out things that would be easier first. And And that's basically this way. This is the way that I know that's easier. Back to the cliffs. Now we have to go through that middle right exit. And it might be good to get a little bit of soul and heal on the way. I don't really pay a whole lot of attention to my health while I'm playing these randomizers, unless it's important for the particular room that I'm in. There was also a dark room last time that we can try to go through, and that might be good to do. So the top right path is the one that we haven't really explored here. Let's explore this path. We've been here before, but I don't know how far we've gotten here before. Let's first go up, instead of going to the right. So for one, we cannot go up. We could potentially go up with a shade skip, so let's consider that for the future. There was lore here, and it looks like we already got it. It was 2 lifeblood masks. And then otherwise, remember the water is not something I can deal with because I don't have swim. So I need to stay up here. I believe I've already been up here and collected the thing at the top. I have. Good. Now, there's 2 pathways out of this room. One at the top and one at the bottom. Seems like the top would be harder to get to, so let's do this one first. This goes... Oh, right. I got trapped in this room last time I tried this. So instead of going here, I'm going to go a different path, because I think that room is really difficult to traverse with what we currently have. Let's go down to the right. I don't think we've ever been this path. Nope, we've never been here. So that's good. Something new. And we've never been here. The Queen's Station Stag. We can't really go up there. So we can't get whatever the random thing is that is up there. It's just a money egg, so not the most important. We can go this way. I don't think we can go across the top at the right. Yeah, we can't make that jump. So we've got 2 paths we can try out here. Hello, Quirrell. How are you doing? Let's try this path first. It leads to part of the Crystal Peak. Ooh, it leads to a bench. Ho-ho, this is so nice. Very glad to have found a bench. Alright, otherwise, there are things to do in this room. Particularly, there's one collectible in this room that we can go collect. It is a soul totem. The most meaningless of collectibles. Let's go up and to the right. There's also a down left path. We found the hunter. I wonder if the hunter's journal is randomized. I didn't randomize the entries, but is the journal itself randomized? It is not. We got the hunter's journal. Okay. That's fine. It would have been nice to get something random out of that instead of the hunter's journal. But still, we got that. Basically, this room is checked off, I think. Unless we're completing the hunter's journal, which is crazy. Let's not do that. That would be insane. Let's go to the left this time. In the ancient basin somewhere. Oh, that's water. Yep, can't go through that. Alright. So the top path in this room is basically nothing. The bottom left is basically nothing. So what that bench did for us is really make it so that it's easier to get to these rooms. Let's go top left in this room next. Oh, a fight. Excellent. This should give us a random thing, because I think he counts as a boss. Hey, we got a new journal entry. Now that we have the Hunter's Journal. You count as a boss, right? I would like you to count as a boss at least. The down spell is probably not the most useful against this enemy. I've also been not really trying very hard to not get hit, by the way. Because I'm used to just defeating this enemy very easily. Perhaps I should not do that. Perhaps I should try harder to not get hit. Nope, no reason to. Alright, what's our random thing? A Grimkin Flame. It's nice, but we don't have the Grimkin, and we haven't met the Grim. How about this up here, though? Examine closely. What does this give us? 56 Geo. Completely pointless. Alright, that did not do much for us, but we do have a different exit. And this exit leads to another bench. I mean, we'll rest at it. It's another place we can warp, but it's a pretty pointless place to warp to, because there's another bench close by. Alright, we basically got nothing there either, unless the Grimkin Flame is actually important to later. Just doesn't give us anything now. So, I guess the only path to keep checking is bottom left here. You know what? Let's actually consider. Can I do a Vengeful Spirit skip up there? I have never successfully done a Vengeful Spirit skip, but we have a whole bunch of soul. No, I don't know that I can. Even if I got across, I don't think I can. I don't know, maybe you can. Maybe it's possible. Should I try that more? It's not what I'm good at, so it's a little bit hard to decide to do it. But let's try it one more time. Try it one more time and try to convince myself that it's either possible or not possible. So if we go up here, we can make a giant leap, we can get most of the way over, and then we just have to turn around. You know, I'm not sure. I really am not sure whether that's possible. I'll mark it in my head as something to try if we get really stuck. So, in this room, the only paths we can go... Actually, let's try doing a shade skip to go up in this room. Because we have a bench nearby now, so doing a shade skip is a lot more possible. Ooh. Unless we can't make that jump. We can make that jump. Alright. That's important. So up here, we can essentially dive right here and try to use our shade to get up there. So, let's go. Hit me. Hit me again. Good job. Oh, well, kind of sad that we last rested at that bench, but oh well. It's fine. It's probably about the same distance. So to the left, our shade is in the room next to this one. And the goal here is to try to make it up in this room using my shade. It would probably be easier to make this jump if I have this little flying dude. So let's keep the flying dude with us. Oh, there's 2 flying dudes. Great. Alright, that's the jump I want to make. It was technically easier with the flying enemies, but it's also more dangerous. Let's go up. Up in this room. I need to know where my shade is. And I haven't seen it yet. Ho-ho, there it is. That's a great place for it. Come with me. Come on. Don't you want to... Alright, you know what? I'm going to heal myself a little bit before we continue. Hey. Alright, healing myself didn't really help much. I got 1 heal in, I guess. Come on, shade. Yes, we got up. Granted, my shade is still down there, so we might lose all of the money that we've collected, because my shade is still down there. But it's worth it. King's Idol. Fine. It's not nothing. No, I dropped down. Alright, I need my shade again. It would be nice if I could defeat it. And get up. No! No! Alright. Well, that's upsetting. Let's warp. Alright. Try that again. We know we can get up there, because I did that once. I'm very sad that I fell down. But we at least know that it's possible. So let's go back up. I did check off 1 goal. I defeated my shade. The secondary goal was achieved. The primary goal was failure. I should take a little bit of damage on the way, right? That'll make it a little bit easier to summon my shade.